53 on Friday, 57 Saturday, 58 on Sunday. So warming up for the opening weekend of the firearms deer season. 1037, News Talk 1250 KBRF, and it's now time for Chamber on the Air. Joining us, as always, the president of the Fergus Falls Area Chamber of Commerce. I got Lisa Workman. How's it going, Lisa?
Hey, Dave. Great day out there. Sun is shining, and I know folks are getting ready for what is another holiday, what appears to be another holiday in Minnesota, the Minnesota Firearms Deer Hunting Opener. I'm sure folks are getting busy preparing for that. And just a note to those who don't hunt, this is a good weekend to put on Blaze Orange. If you are going out for walks because the weather is going to be fabulous, put on the Blaze Orange whether you're hunting or not, especially if you're out in the outskirts of Otter Tail County or more the rural area. So there's my safety warning for the day. I'm covered. But we're going to talk more about safety. We're going to talk about recycling. We're going to talk about recruiting. And we're even going to talk about some of the chamber things that are going on coming up. So best place to find out information about all of our guests today, as well as about some fun events and interesting and informational events going on in Fergus Falls, is to check out the Chamber's website at fergusfalls.com. If you click on the events calendar, you can find out details about many of the things that are going on, including we're bringing back Connect for Lunch next Tuesday, November 9th. Connect for Lunch is just a lunchtime networking event where you show up for lunch, you pay for your lunch. You're going to meet some great people in the Fergus Falls area who are members of the Chamber. And we're going to do a drawing, and we're going to give a gift card away for the establishment that we are visiting. And next Tuesday, November 9th, we will be going to Northern Air Lanes. I highly recommend the chicken Philly. The bacon cheeseburger with Canadian bacon is very good, and you cannot leave without a shake. So those are the rules. Well, they're not really rules. It's just my suggestions. Take it or leave it. So again, Connect for Lunch, Tuesday, November 9th. And then later next week on Veterans Day, we will be hosting Chamber Cafe at a Center for the Arts. And our host this month is LB Holmes. So they have a fantastic culinary department and will be providing breakfast for those who attend. Chamber Cafe starts at 7:30 in the morning, downtown Fergus Falls at a Center for the Arts, and you'll get great updates from other Chamber members throughout the community and really get some behind-the-scenes information. Everyone in the community is welcome to attend Chamber Cafe on Thursday, November 11th. And then the following week, on November 18th, we are co-hosting a workforce workshop with Greater Fergus Falls. On November 18th at M State, we're bringing in this fantastic trainer. Mike Henke is his name. He's been in the area in the past, and he's going to give employers some tips and tricks and tools and, really ways you can ramp up your game when it comes to recruiting, attracting, and retaining high-quality employees. At this workshop, you are going to learn how to be the employer of choice. So you can register on our website at fergusfalls.com to find more about the workshop on November 18th. So with that, we're going to switch gears a little bit. And how about we talk about recruiting? So Brenda Thompson is here with the Boy Scouts. And Brenda, you've been just diving into this role with the Boy Scouts. We were just talking before we went on the air about the miles that you cover, and you've got some recruiting events. So tell us a little bit about those that are coming up.
We do have a couple of recruiting events coming up in the next couple of weeks. We have one here in Fergus Falls. It'll be November 11th from 6 to 7 at McKinley Elementary. Anybody kindergarten through 12th grade is welcome to come. We will have both of the packs there and the troop there. So if you are interested in joining, you can certainly attend that event. We also have another one coming up on November 21st in Pelican Rapids. That will be from 7 to 8, and that will be at Trinity Lutheran Church in Pelican Rapids. And once again, kindergarten through 12th graders are all welcome to come. Both of those events will be on the Chamber website. So if you need more information or you need my contact information, you can get that through the Chamber event. If you are in another community other than Fergus Falls or Pelican Rapids,
which they have a wide listening area on
we
KBRF.
Do. So you can go to a website that is called bascout.org. You enter your zip code, and it tells you the units within a 20-mile radius of your zip code.
Oh, that's slick.
And so it can help to connect you with a unit.
So, and is it ever too late to start with the scouting program?
Nope. You can start at any age. and you can start at any time of the year. A lot of people make the assumption if you miss the recruiting event, you have to wait for the next one, and that's not true. You can join in the middle of April if you want.
Okay.
At any time, and it's open to boys and girls.
See, and that's something that's different too that folks may not be aware of, is that boys and girls can join. And so what kind of activities or what can the Scouts look forward to throughout the year?
So we have a variety of camps that happen throughout the year. So we just had a camp 2 weekends ago in Breckenridge. That's a fall camp where we have shooting sports. So we did BB guns and archery. We made slime. We made wood toolboxes. We shot off rockets. All kinds of really fun stuff for the Cub Scouts. We have winter camps coming up for both the Boy Scout age and the Cub Scout age. So we have a day camp that's going to be outside of Alexandria, Kensington. Not a lot of people know where Kensington is. It's at the Runestone Park. But Cub Scouts can come there for the day and do lots of fun activities. Or the troops can go to Camp Wilderness, which is our main camp that we use in the area. It is north of Park Rapids. And they can go for the weekend to go camping. And they're sledding, and they have snowshoes and skis, and it's just a lot of fun for the kids. In the summer, we have summer day camps for those kids, and then summer camp for the troops. So just a lot of really fun activities and things to keep the kids active. A lot of people think that scouting is an indoor activity, and it is not.
Okay.
I feel like if you're not spending at least 50% of your time outside, you're not doing it right.
So they're not going to sit around and play video games at scouting.
I mean, they could do that.
Yeah, right.
But we do a lot of hiking and camping and those sort of things.
And we're in a perfect area to enjoy
Definitely.
those
We
things,
have
too.
a beautiful area to do those hikes and camps in.
And at the recruitment, is this a chance for folks, whether they're parents or grandparents, to come out and ask more questions
Yes.
about it?
Yep. So we consider this to be an informational meeting. And then once you find out the information, if you want to sign up, you can sign up. If you need to think about it, you can do that. But you can sign up right at that event, or you can do it later. And you can actually register online through that Be a Scout website.
Oh, fantastic. Well, let's remind folks again the days and times and locations of the two that are coming up yet this month right here in Otter Tail County.
Yep. So the one is November 11th here in Fergus Falls at McKinley Elementary. It is from 6 until 7. And then the other one is November 21st from 7 to 8 p.m. at Trinity Lutheran Church in Pelican Rapids.
Well, and guaranteed the Scouts will be learning skills and having fun, and they'll learn some skills that they will use for the rest of their lives. So thank you for all the work that you do and traveling all over this great region here and promoting the scouting program. So thanks, Brenda, for joining us on the show today. Well, we're going to shift gears a little bit. We're going to talk with Cedar Walters. But before we do, we're going to take a little break. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back with Chamber on the Air.
Scouting opens up a lot of opportunities. I mean, you can do scouting anywhere, in a small town or in a big city like New York.
We are teaching young people how to become better adults. And I think those better adults who have a scouting experience can come back and be great scout leaders.
I'm extremely thankful for scouting, for igniting a passion in me for the outdoors and just exposing me to things that I didn't even know I loved to do, that I do all the time now.
I first got started in scouting in a co-adventuring crew. And really quickly I began to see the impact that scouting had on kids.
When I see the scouts come in for the first time, a lot of them are new to the country, so it gives us an opportunity to show them what scouting has to offer. More importantly, their role as citizens here in the United States through leadership.
Our trip's pretty diverse, and so it's really fun to see scouts who their families don't have a history of camping or being outdoors, and they're new to the scouting program.
It built a lot of my character and who I am today, who's really good into servant leadership and serving community service to our communities.
One of the great things about scouting is just that it's a safe place to fail.
One of the biggest gifts that we can give our son is the gift of independence, and scouting has provided that platform.
My prayer is that when he is older, he'll say, "Thank you, Mother, for putting me in scouting."
Commissioner Walters at the Otter Tail County Recycling Center, and we love it when you recycle. All that stuff you put in your recycling bin really adds up. We sort and process over 9 million pounds of recycling every year. But just like anything, you can do it right, but it's easy to make a few mistakes along the way. So let's just look over some recycling basics of what you can put in your recycling bin. So Otter Tail County accepts all kinds of plastic containers in your recycling bin. So you could be looking for jugs, bottles, even food containers like this, or yogurt or margarine containers. Simply make sure it's free of food or liquid and replace the cap before you put it in your recycling bin. Plastic containers, numbered 1 through 7. Does this look like a container to you? I didn't think so. You can put glass bottles and jars in your recycling bin. Just make sure they're free of food and liquid first. Plastic beverage or metal beverage containers or food containers should be free of food and liquid. Leave the lid on food cans if possible, and there's no need to remove the label. All kinds of paper, including all that annoying junk mail you get, can go in your recycling bin. If you have books or phone books with a cover, simply remove the cover and place it in your recycling bin together. All kinds of food boxes or Kleenex boxes are recyclable as well, along with newspapers, magazines, flyers, and office paper. Cardboard and paper shopping bags can be placed in your recycling bin flat and dry. Our number 1 recycling contaminant is bagged recycling. So please make sure your recycling is loose in the recycling bin. Plastic bags like this should go back to a retail location for recycling. So thank you for recycling. Give your waste a new life and recycle.
Hi, I'm Margie Hobbs with Emergency Communications and Citizen Services. I want to tell you about an important program that can help you out in an emergency, Smart 911. Smart 911 allows citizens to create a detailed safety profile about themselves and their family members, providing a simple, free, and secure way to enable 911 call takers to better assist them during an emergency. So, anytime you make an emergency call from a phone registered with your safety profile, the 911 system recognizes your phone number and automatically displays your profile on the screen of the call taker who receives your 911 call. A safety profile can include important information, such as details about all members of the household, their phone numbers and addresses, emergency contacts, medical conditions, vehicle information, and even information about household pets. We encourage all citizens to sign up for Smart 911 and create a safety profile that will be immediately available to emergency responders. We especially encourage individuals with specific medical or disability information to sign up. It's also important for wireless phone users to sign up, since wireless phone calls to 911 only provide a general location of the caller, not an exact address. Adding your address to Smart 911 can help responders locate you more easily if an emergency occurs at your home. Anyone can create a safety profile. There's no cost to do it, and setting it up can take as little as 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how much information you wish to provide. And how much information you include in your profile is completely up to you. Smart 911 is a voluntary service, so you decide what information you want emergency responders to know. And you can always update the information in your profile whenever needed. Information is kept private and secure and is made available only to 911 call takers and responders only in the event that you call 911. For more information and to sign up for Smart 911, visit smart911.com or download the Smart 911 app available at the Apple Store or on Google Play. And remember, you can always find information on the city's emergency operations, including those related to COVID-19 and any impending severe weather events, at emergency.vbgov.com.
News Talk 1250 KBRF. Listen anytime, any place with the new Fergus Now app on your phone. 1046, or back on Chamber on the Air with Lisa Workman in the Fergus Falls Area Chamber of Commerce.
Well, thanks, Dave. And I just want to remind folks, too, if they want to find out more information about many of our chamber members, there's over 375 of them, including the Boy Scouts or the Scouting program. And you can find out more about all the activities and different events that are going on at fergusfalls.com. And if you'd like to be a member of the Chamber and tell your story on the air or at Chamber Cafe, just get in touch with us at the Chamber office. You can call us at 218-736-6951. Don't forget the 218, it's 736-6951. So that's how you can reach our fantastic staff at the Chamber office. And speaking of fantastic people, we've got two of the best and brightest from Otter Tail County today. And you would not believe the variety of work that is done throughout Otter Tail County. It just boggles my mind when I think of all the different departments and all the different work that is done that makes Otter Tail County just a great place to live, a great place to play, camping, and a great place to call home, too. So Cedar Walters is joining us now to talk about a recycling workshop that includes donuts this week. So did you ever think that recycling and donuts would go together?
Well, I think you could probably put donuts with anything and it would make it better. So that's what we decided to do.
That's a good idea. And you could have done like bacon or something like that, too, I suppose, right? 'Cause bacon goes with everything.
Or bacon could go on top of a donut.
Okay. Yes.
That would be even better. Yep. So you never know. And, so we are having a business recycling webinar on Friday. So this Friday, November 5th at noon. And if you go to the Otter Tail County website, there's an events tab at the bottom, and you can find the details for that and get a registration link for our Zoom. So you can kick back over your lunch hour and learn a little bit about recycling. And thank you for the Chamber is helping out with the donut portion.
We're going to take care of the donut portion of it.
So how this is going to work is any attendee of this business recycling workshop webinar over Zoom is going to get entered to win a prize. And so 2 lucky winners, one from the Fergus Falls area and then one from another part of the county, are going to be eligible to win donuts and a recycling bin delivered right to your office.
Which is super cool.
Yes.
That's exciting. So, when you think about it too, I think little by little everyone is diving into more of that recycling mode where you pay attention to things. I find myself looking at the bottom of plastic jugs and containers and determining whether they're recyclable or not. And I do that at home, but a lot of folks don't always think about it, that it can be done at the workplace too and can really be a cost savings for the business.
That's right. I think we do think about it a lot at home, but maybe not as much at work, but we spend almost just as much time at work as we do
thanks
elsewhere.
For the reminder.
I know. Well, it really adds up
true.
Sometimes when you think about it. And there are just so many benefits. And so in this business recycling webinar, we're going to be going over those benefits, which does include potential cost savings when you recycle and get that stuff out of your, regular trash dumpster. And that's just in addition to the environmental benefits of keeping some of those recyclable items out of the landfill. And this can actually tie into employee job satisfaction.
Right.
There's all kinds of research that shows that employees really like it when their workplace makes an effort to do these things that kind of help the environment or help other people. So there's lots of those things that we're going to be covering, as well as some recycling do's and don'ts, some programs that specifically relate to business waste, and then we'll plan some time in for some Q&A and then we'll draw a couple of lucky winners at the end.
For the donuts. See, we had everyone at donuts. Yeah, so the class, again, is Friday, November 5th. It's at noon. It's over Zoom. So you could be eating a donut or a bacon sandwich while you watch the webinar or participate in it. Plus, it's going to be a great chance for businesses to get a program started. If they're not like, oof, I don't even know where to start. And Cedar, what if folks after the webinar go, you know what, I would really like somebody to come out to our business and kind of walk through and point out some areas. Is that something that's an option?
Absolutely. Actually, when we deliver donuts in the recycling bin to the lucky winners, we can offer at that same time a kind of a on-site recycling consultation. But we do site visits like that really anytime. So if a business is kind of has some questions, we offer up a site visit. So we've gone to a couple of places in Otter Tail County, well, more than a couple, but those are just the ones I can think of in the past 6 months, where we walk through, we look at their break room, or we look at the places where, recycling might be generated. We give some tips on signage. We actually help provide signage. So we'll be going over a lot more of that too during the webinar. But if you're interested in having us come out and do a little consultation on how to either start or improve a recycling program at work, just give us a call. And you can find contact information for myself or our other staff on the Otter Tail County website. under the solid waste department.
Fantastic. Well, and again, whether you've got a recycling program or you've started it, or, one nice thing too is it's something that your staff, other employees can get really excited about, and there's something that they're passionate about, and you can let them kind of lead the charge when it comes to those types of things too. So pretty exciting. And we should also mention too, congratulations again on the recognition for Al McCann. He's one of my favorites.
That's right.
So let's share with folks again what that was all about.
Well, we've worked with Leighton Broadcasting for a while on ad campaigns that use actually a fictional character, Al McCann, and he gets a little bit silly with his recycling. And so we were one of the finalists for a national award for part of this advertising campaign that we had done. It was actually ran last year, but all those ads are on the Ottertail County website under Give Waste a New Life, and they're really hilarious. But they do talk about how many items your recycling from Ottertail County could make, but with some fun twists. So if you need a laugh today, go ahead and give a listen.
Go check that out. And while you're there, sign up for the webinar. That's on Friday, November 5th over the noon hour. It's a Zoom webinar, so you can participate from the comfort of your own home or home office or home or wherever that you may be. Maybe you're in your car parked. You can watch it there. So again, Cedar, thanks so much for joining us. And we're looking forward to Donuts and Recycling Friday over the noon hour.
That's right. Thank you.
So we're going to shift gears. And like I said, the Ottertail County does so many things throughout the community. And Patrick Waletzko, the Director of Emergency Management, is here now. Patrick, it's been a busy... Well, you've always got things going on.
It's always a busy time, yes.
Definitely. And, one of the things that we want to remind folks about, too, is being safe in Ottertail County and some of the different programs that are offered and resources that are available through Ottertail County when it comes to both business as well as personal safety. Let's talk a little bit about the Smart 911 program.
Right. Smart 911 is a program that we've had in the county, throughout the county, for a little over a year now. And this is the program by which residents, businesses, organizations at large can sign up for emergency alerts. So whether it be a weather-related emergency or whether it be something truly local to that community, something public safety wants you to know about. Another great piece to that system, above and beyond the alerts, is what we call a safety profile. What you can do in that is to create a profile that includes a lot of information about yourself as well as anyone else who lives in the household. It can include basic demographic information, physical descriptions, medical conditions, any levels of assistance that you might need. If an emergency happens in your neighborhood or your community. So let's say, for example, you don't have a vehicle. You don't have your own transportation. You can communicate that in your safety profile so that public safety knows that at this address, there's somebody that we need to make sure we have transportation for.
Right.
You can include information about any medical devices that you depend upon electricity for. Again, so that we know if the power goes out. There are certain...
It's critical then.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Critical. We need to make sure that somebody goes out there to provide you with a backup system. A lot of opportunity within that safety profile piece. Again, on everyone who lives in the household, including your pets, whether it be livestock, a companion animal, or just a service animal can also be included in that as well, so that our public safety responders know. And that's the big thing about that safety profile, is we can use it for emergency planning purposes. But the bigger thing is that if you call 911 from any device that you put in that safety profile, your profile is going to come up on a dispatcher's screen right there in the 911 center.
So they're going to have valuable information that they might not have otherwise.
Absolutely. That's exactly it.
Very useful information. I mean, especially if you're calling for someone and maybe someone's choking and they can't speak, or they can't answer questions about if they're allergic to something. Or
That's a perfect example. Thank you. So yes, it provides opportunities for our responders to know well in advance, or as they are being deployed out to your location, a lot of background information so they know what might be expected and what conditions you might be experiencing when they arrive.
Right.
So a great opportunity to share that information with responders that you want them to know. And every piece of it is voluntary. Nothing is required.
And it's not something that the county is going to look at this information until an emergency call goes in, correct?
That's correct. Yep. So the only time that profile pops up is when you call 911, and it is on the dispatcher's screen for the lifetime or kind of the length of that 911 phone call.
Sure.
When the lines are disconnected, that profile goes away, and dispatch, law enforcement, public safety in general don't have the ability to actively look at your profile unless they're on a call with you.
So it's not Big Brother.
Correct.
But it's very useful information. Again, there's, I would imagine, emergency responders, going out to situations, and boy, it would have been helpful to know, fill in the blank, that, maybe it's a aggressive dog, or maybe it's a not aggressive dog that needs to be rescued, or all that information. So how do folks get that profile set up? Where do they go to get started on that?
So 2 different places they can go. If you're kind of ready to kind of venture down the path of creating that profile, you can go straight to smart911.com. If you're looking for a little bit more information, how we use it within Otter Tail County, I encourage you to go to the county website, and right there, just below the search engine, on the homepage of the county website, you will see a link to Smart 911. Simply click on that, and it will take you directly to our information page, which also includes a video that provides an orientation as well as kind of a visual representation of how to create that profile.
And folks, doesn't cost anything to set it up.
It does not. This is an entirely free service.
We want folks to have set up their profile so that information is available when and if, and only if, emergency responders need that information. And again, it's going to be so helpful for folks when it comes to solving the emergency and keeping everyone safe and that type of thing too. So the other thing too that we should remind folks is if they have that on, like you said, there'll be weather alerts and that type of thing. You'll want to turn on your location for that particular app then too. Otherwise, you might be on vacation in Hawaii and get an alert that there's a snowstorm in Fergus Falls. So
yeah, and that mobile app is just one of many different ways that you can sign up to receive those alerts. It is both phone, landline as well as cell phone, text, email, and that mobile app can all be used. So you're not limited to just that mobile app.
It's a great resource, again, for folks to have that information that will really come in as very valuable in the hands of emergency responders. And we were going to talk about the RAVE program, but we've run out of time already. So you're going to have to come back, and we're going to talk about that system for businesses, because I think that's going to be very effective too. But I would imagine, Patrick, you would be available to go out and talk to folks, whether it's service clubs or groups, when it comes to the Smart 911 system as well. So.
I always look forward to those opportunities.
Absolutely. Well, so much information. If you're looking to get caught up, make sure you tune in to Chamber on the Air. We're on the air first Wednesday of every month. Check us out online at fergusfalls.com, and we hope to see you on Veterans Day for Chamber Cafe. Lisa Workman, I'm out of here. Okay, we made it, kids. Nice. Yay!